Today's the day.
Yeah, I think so. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed.
Okay,
Yeah.
Let's believe.
Okay, guys, we are live, and we're back with another Fused Iron live in studio. My name is Daniel. I'm going to be your host for the next 40 minutes or so, and then we'll be switching over to the much better looking Felipe. And in the studio with me today, we have Lucy June. How are you guys doing?
Good.
So nice to meet you guys. So tell me a little bit about yourselves. Like, how did you get started as a band?
We got started in 2021. It was kind of I formed the band, and it kind of came from like I've always been a singer my whole life. And I think I always wanted to have a band, but like I didn't really think it was a possibility for whatever reason. And it took actually COVID, because I think a lot of us during COVID had we kind of, when we were at home doing nothing, we kind of realised all the things that we could have been doing that we weren't doing for whatever reason, and kind of, I think a lot of us were like, okay, if we get out, we're ever gonna, if we ever get out, we're gonna do this. And for me, it was the band, like, so, I was like, Jesus, if the world ever goes back to normal again, or if I ever get out of my house again, like, I'm gonna form a band. So that was my project then when I moved back to Galway, because I'd lived in Galway previously, and then I moved home during COVID, so I moved back to Galway in March 21, and Joycey was one of the first people I got onto, because he's the best guitarist I know. And
High praise.
And yeah, we kind of like, we weren't, like, I wouldn't say that we were like close friends by that stage. We just sort of knew each other peripherally.
I thought we were.
My bad. There's a lot going to come out tonight.
Yeah.
But
that's okay. We do band therapy sessions here all the time, so that's like primarily our purpose.
I mean, I don't know about the public aspect of it. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, we'll get through it. But yeah, so we knew each other kind of peripherally, like, and I'd seen him play in a lot of other bands, and like I knew he was really busy and really in demand. But I was like, fuck it, I'll ask him and see what he says. Like, so I remember it was literally like, we were at a house party, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I like kind of swung around a chair backwards and sat in it, and I was like, you want to be in another band? And I remember like, he thought about it for about 10 seconds. He was like, yeah, I'd be in another band. And I was like, oh shit. So that's my perspective on it. I don't know if you have anything to add.
No, that's what happened.
Yeah.
That house party wasn't during a lockdown, just if anyone's wondering.
Yeah.
No.
Just try to cover yourself.
This was 2021, so no, it wasn't.
Yeah, and so then
it was one of our free periods.
We were looking for a couple of other members, and I knew Callum from he covered for a bass player in a previous band I was in for like a year. Was it a year?
Yeah, just over a year.
Yeah, and he did a tour with us, and I was like, he'll do. He knows.
I had applied for that.
He knows his place.
I spoke through Lucy. And
that's not how we found Callum. It wasn't through.
Oh, right.
Joycey vouched for him once I found him, but that's not.
Sorry.
Okay.
That's how it went.
Yeah, taking credit. I swear to God.
Don't curse, am I?
No, so what happened was, like, I had Joycey already in the band, so I was like, okay, I need to find other members. I need to find a bassist and a drummer. And that was incredibly hard, actually. Like, I don't know, it was surprised me how hard it was, because in Galway, you have so many musicians, and I felt like there was loads around all the time. But I think, I suppose a lot of people in Galway are doing their own thing, like, so you don't have as many people who, like, I don't know, who want to join bands or what have you.
Drummers in particular are kind of like
drummers
gold
are so
dust.
Difficult. Drummers and basses, really, like,
yeah, because they're usually in about 5 bands already, so trying to get them into another project.
So So I ended up, like, I think it was Joycey or maybe Ella, actually, my best friend, who told me about Musician Hunter Galway, like the Facebook group. So I made a post in there, and I actually got a lot of responses, but I wasn't able to, like, I was surprised by how many responses I got, but then, like, just a load of things went wrong, and I wasn't able to hold a jam for ages. Like, I had COVID, and I was doing a master's, and like all this crazy stuff. So by the time, like, I managed to do the jam. It was like 4 weeks later, and like I remember Cal, like, on bass, and Felipe on drums were the two who'd been, like, most consistent and interested, where they were like, just wondering, like, are you still forming the band? Like, are you planning to hold a jam? Like, that sort of thing. And then also, like, Cal was vouched for by Joycey, because I took a screenshot of, like, all the people, and I was like, are any of these people axe murderers? And he was like, no. But he was like, oh, I know Cal. He's a great player. He's dead on. Like, he played in Dead Horse Jive. So he was pretty much in like before we even met him. And then Felipe, like, I think you also knew Felipe a little bit peripherally, like.
Yeah, I know Felipe. God rest his soul.
Who's Felipe now?
Felipe
I've never heard of him.
drummer, by the way. Felipe is downstairs doing sound. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. This is why he doesn't sing. But yeah, so we finally managed to hold the jam, and I ended up just inviting like the two lads because, like I said, they'd been the most consistent and like they were vouched for, and yeah, we played like we'd prepared like we decided on a couple of covers to prepare. And we ended up like playing 2 originals, and that was about it. Like it was kind of hit it off from there. So again, Cal, I don't know what you would add on there.
No, that's pretty much everything. Yeah, it sums it up.
Lovely. All right, guys. So what is the first song you're going to play for us?
Sorry. The first song is called "The Worst Curse," and it's about kind of the idea that if you've had a real connection with somebody in a relationship and that ends, everyone else is sort of ruined for you, you know, and you're sort of cursed. So that's the song.
Very nice. All right, guys, take it away.
Yeah, cool.
Ooh, baby, I've been looking around for somebody like you. There ain't nobody to be found. It's time to face the truth. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put me together again. Falling in love with you was the worst curse I've ever had. Yes, falling in love with you was the worst curse I've ever had. How am I supposed to know where to go from here? Every spot of love this far ends only in tears. And I know that I'm too much, and I know that you've done all that you could do. But I'm dying for your touch, and without it I don't know what I will do. 'Cause falling in love with you was the worst curse I've ever had. Yes, falling in love with you was the worst curse I've ever had. I've broken mirrors, popped umbrellas, done things that are bad. But falling in love with you was the worst curse I've ever had. Yes, falling in love with you was the worst curse I've ever had. I've broken mirrors, popped umbrellas, done things that are bad. But falling in love with you
Awesome, guys. That sounded fantastic. Nice one. So that's an original one of yours then?
It is, yeah.
Very nice. And was that like an early one that you guys wrote together, or?
No, I wrote that, I would say, it's hard to say. I actually, no, I can't remember now. I think I wrote that actually around the same time that I recruited Joycey for the band, so kind of like March. I actually can't remember, to be honest.
So I joined the band and she wrote a song called Falling in Love with You. Hey, look.
Exposed.
Coincidences,
Yeah.
coincidences, huh?
Cat's out of the bag.
There we go. So I want to ask you guys about your influences. Do you guys all have like a similar kind of set of music that you guys listen to, or are you all over the place and then you just come together and make the music you make?
No, we're just laughing because we diverge a lot, actually.
Oh, really? Yeah.
On like the music that we're into. Like, from myself, my main, I kind of like have two. I would say two classes of influences, like in singing and then in writing. Like, my singing influences would be kind of like all the soul greats, like, you know, Aretha and Marvin Gaye,
Nice,
that sort
yeah.
of thing. And then writing, it's a little bit harder to say because I listen to quite a wide range of music, and I tend to kind of write songs that are a little bit of all of them, you know, or my
Yeah.
songs are kind of like across like quite a few genres. Like some of the songs, I would say that it's a main, like, I describe the band to people who ask as 60s with, pop with a 60s twist.
Okay.
So most of the songs are sort of like a little bit R&B funk inspired, but then I also listen to kind of like some current indie stuff, indie pop, so like there's a bit of that as well. Like that song is a little bit
Nice,
like
yeah.
sort of R&B, a little bit indie, so yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then how about yourself, Joycey?
Well, I like a lot of that stuff
Yeah.
too that she was saying there. But then I suppose I like a lot of like 70s and 80s rock and pop
Yeah.
rock, glam metal.
Nice.
Hey.
Nice.
Objectively the best genre of music.
I mean,
Yeah, and I play a lot of funk stuff as well,
Nice,
just
okay.
because you kind of have to.
yeah.
I mean, I love
It's
funk.
the most fun to play.
I'm
as
not.
well.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
that I don't like it, but I love playing funk. But it's kind of a thing. If you're a musician, you kind of have to be playing funk,
Yeah.
really, because everybody loves funk.
Yeah.
And then Prince, I kind of just have only listened to Prince for like the last 5 years.
As you should.
Yeah, and I'm not bothered about anyone else. We did a Spotify thing there, where like, you know, Spotify tells you everyone you've listened to.
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
was
yeah.
just
Oh,
mine
they're
was-
wrapped up, yeah.
Mine was just Prince, like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's gonna be just one artist, like Prince is
Hard to
pretty
go
good,
wrong,
so.
yeah.
And myself and Carl have kind of a similar, I think, taste in music. Except he doesn't like Thin Lizzy, which is really weird. Like,
Yeah,
so
inexcusable.
strange.
I don't
Yeah,
think I've
well,
ever met anybody who doesn't like
It's
Thin
No.
Lizzy,
weird.
so,
Like,
yeah.
It's been like a close to breaking up issue at times, I think.
Okay.
It's always used against me.
Yeah.
That, yeah. To be honest,
Deal
that I
breaker.
feel like you kind of deserve that, you know. Brilliant. So, what are you guys gonna play next for us?
The next song, this one is called Be Mine, I think. Sorry, I'm just checking the set list on the phone.
I was really hoping you were gonna say like a Thin Lizzy cover or something there.
Yeah. No, we've threatened him with it.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
like, I don't know, influences, Cal, what would you say your influences are as well?
God, pretty, as Joycey said, pretty similar to Joycey's. Like, you know, I grew up on a lot of Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple,
Nice.
all that kind of late 60s, 70s kind of stuff. My dad was a big punk, so when I started playing bass, it was all kind of Sex Pistols, Ramones,
Okay, right.
Crass, Anti-Noah League, all that kind of stuff. But my mum was always into kind of Motown and soul as well, so I kind of had that influence in it too.
Nice. Okay.
So a nice mixture of everything. And with this band, I kind of tend to lean on the kind of the Motown kind of funk, soul kind of influences, but generally a bit of everything, to be honest. Yeah.
Lovely. Yeah.
and then just, I suppose, as Felipe is not here, yeah, it's like
Speak
as
for him.
everyone knows, he kind of comes from a traditional Irish music background, and you know, he's really into, like, he's an uilleann pipe player initially, but then he
Yeah.
moved over to the drums, so he has that real interest in kind of rhythms. You
It's
know.
a strange transition actually to go from uilleann pipe straight
Yeah, it's
into the
mad.
drums.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's mad,
I
yeah.
find it really hard to tell if you're serious, and that's
Yeah.
just
No,
something I,
I
didn't
am.
know about Felipe.
I am lying. Yeah. That's all. That's a complete
Absolutely
lie.
lying.
We
But I thought
can
it-
allow Felipe his own rebuttal
Yeah.
when he comes on. He
Yeah.
can he can fact check all of this.
Complete lie. I just wanted to see if I could put it across without people
I
laughing.
did not know that.
I'd love if that was actually true. We could just rock up here. Brilliant, guys. So
to go back to the song.
yeah.
This one actually a little bit of a callback. That this one's called "Be Mine," and it's about kind of wanting someone you can't have. But at the time of writing it, I wanted to write kind of a Prince style song, actually. So that was my idea along the lines of writing it. You'll hear there's sort of like a falsetto type vibe, like the same as he does.
Okay,
so
very nice.
That's kind of what I was going for.
All right, guys. So yeah, whenever you're ready, let's take it away.
I see you from across the room, jumper on and worn out shoes. No man should look as good as you, but fail to take me for a fool. But I've heard you've got a woman that she's fearless, smart, and stunning. 'Cause the waitress told me something, and it just don't seem fair to me. Why can't you be mine? I think about you all the time. I toss and turn in the night. Need a man like you in my life. Ah, yeah. Can you hear my heart? It's drumming. 'Cause I never saw this coming. Ah, yeah. You need to stop and think what you're doing to me. What are we supposed to do with all this tension that's accrued? Oh, I can see her point of view. Chemistry's a natural science too. 'Cause my heart, it hurts, it's hungry, yeah, it's starving for some loving. 'Cause the waitress told me something, but I've got some tricks up my sleeve. Why can't you be mine? I think about you all the time. I toss and turn in the night. Need a man like you in my life. Ah, yeah. Can you hear my heart? It's drumming. 'Cause I never saw this coming. Ah, yeah. You need to stop and think what you're doing to me. Why can't you be mine? I think about you all the time. I toss and turn in the night. Need a man like you in my life. Ah, yeah. Can you hear my heart? It's drumming. 'Cause I never saw
Awesome, guys. Prince would be proud, I think.
I hope so.
Oh man.
He had very high standards.
Hey, man, please.
We have the purple lights as well.
Oh,
so
yeah.
at the very
very
least, he would
thematic.
appreciate the vibe, you know?
We're not quite Genomini yet, I think.
So, guys, if people listening at home tonight want to check you out, where can they hear your stuff?
So we have an Instagram, Lucy June Band. So any kind of relevant updates would be there. We are recording a single this weekend, actually.
Very nice.
Very exciting. Yeah, our first single. And then that'll be on Spotify and, you know, all the normal stuff after that. But yeah, if you follow our Instagram, you'll be able to keep up with everything we have going on.
Lovely, brilliant. Okay, guys, so I was going to ask you about your writing process. So, Lucy, you were saying that you wrote the other song just as Joycey joined the band.
Yeah.
Do you guys write songs together, or do you kind of take it in turns? Like, how do you guys approach it?
All the songs have just been me. I suppose, like, when I formed the band, it was mainly to play my songs.
Yeah.
So generally, like, we'll learn songs that I've written, and then, you know, yeah, we just kind of, we started off playing a few, and then, like, the more that I started writing, the more I started bringing, and we ended up with kind of like about 6 or 7 originals now.
Very nice.
That's kind of the, yeah.
Brilliant, yeah. Do you guys come in and sparkle all your magic on it?
Yeah, so Cal would write usually a bass line. He wouldn't. You don't really stick with just the root notes. He'll come up with something
like
fun.
I'll try and do something that's kind of that suits the song. Maybe you know, fun to play but kind of melodic and kind of just kind of suitable for whatever Lucy's laying down. And then Joyce will come in and put something over the top, and then Felipe comes in and kind of tries to match everything as best he can with whatever, and then everything's kind of double checked. Is this what you want? Is this what's going on? You know, is this the kind of vibe you're going for? Just to make sure that obviously we're doing, you know, what's needed and what's wanted and what Lucy wants, because obviously it's her song, so it's kind of her vision with them, per se. But yeah, like it's a fun writing process because everybody does get a chance to kind of, you know, go, oh, I want to try this out, or, you know, how does that sound? How do you like that? So
yeah,
it's kind of nice that way. Then you kind of get your own input and you kind of feel like you're making it your own and putting your own stamp on things.
Cool, yeah. Yeah, and it sounds like you guys have a lot of like common music as well, so you can kind of like fit into like a little, not like a genre per se, but you have like a little vibe going on that's your own when you get together.
It's true. Like, I think the thing we have in common is that we all have a very broad music taste. Like, I would say we all listen to a lot of different genres, which is how we can come together. Like, you know, I'm mainly like soul R&B, like Joycey's more of a rock head, like, you know, Cal and Felipe are like kind of metalheads, you know, but like they also all listen to different things, so we all have things in common, you know. So I would say that's like
having
the common
an eclectic
thread.
taste of music.
Yeah,
always leads to better things.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
More different types you listen
multiple
to.
influences is always a good thing, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So on that note, what are you going to play next for us, guys?
Let me look at my phone and tell you. The next song is called This Time, and it's about a failed booty call.
Lovely. All right, guys, take it away whenever you're ready.
I just have to look up what fret I put the capo on here. If you bear with me a sec.
No worries. So a song about a failed booty call.
Yeah. I'm not going to explain it any more than
Okay,
that.
right. The song will reveal the story.
Yeah,
for us.
exactly.
Okay,
I think it should become quite obvious.
Yeah, I don't use a capo on this one. Do I?
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah, the song's in C, so you don't, exactly.
Oh, well. Right.
Very fair.
I've forgotten the name of the song, sorry.
It's called This Time.
Okay, perfect. Not failed booty call.
No, just forget I ever said that. Let's move on.
Yeah, we good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
good.
yeah. Come home, sit down in my heels and sequin gown. The floor looks better that year. Think I'll sit myself down there. Don't know, I'm in town. How do I let you know I'm down? I'm my drunk texture, try to get you, leave it vacant, forced conjecture. I'm all out of time. Takes a little wine to realize that you are the only thing I think of at this time. And so far, you're the only boy who's ever made me cry. This club is cold, there's no one else in here I know. I look around at walls of bags, I wish that you would take me back. I need a smoke, but here it's only the wind blows. There's someone breathing down my neck. My friends are drunk, I'm leaving them. I'm all out of time. Takes a little wine to realize that you are the only thing I think of at this time. And so far, you're the only boy who's ever made me cry. Oh, cause you are the only thing I think of at this time. And so far, you're the only boy who ever made me cry.
Beautiful, guys.
thank you.
That is definitely the prettiest song I've ever heard about a failed booty call.
There you are.
If anyone, yeah, I did mess up the start. Look, all right. I feel like we should all just admit it.
Okay, yeah, I'm also hoarse. If we're admitting things, that's why I keep coughing.
I was
People watching at home, they're going to be like, this is some jazz.
Yeah, you should have just said it was jazz.
No. I'm
watch
honest.
Felipe himself, he's watching somewhere, said to me only yesterday that repetition is validation or something. That there we are. Yeah. So if you fuck up once, it's bad. If you fuck up twice, it's good.
Oh, yeah, he's talking to
Oh,
us.
sorry. He
Yeah.
said repetition legitimizes. I didn't realize you
Yeah,
guys
for
were
those of
couldn't
you
hear him.
watching at home, just assume you heard Felipe say
Yeah.
something really sage
The
and
voice
wise.
of God.
You know? Yeah.
in your ears.
Brilliant, guys. So, what are you going to play next for us?
Let me see. I should start preparing.
More jazz.
No.
No.
No, this one's kind of this one's a little bit more when I wrote it. I imagined it sort of like electro pop, you know, sort of like a little bit
Okay.
Marina and the Diamonds, Human League, sort of like.
Nice.
But then the guys like took it and they made it a really cool, like, you know, rock vibe, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know how you guys would describe it, but we're going to be doing an acoustic version of it today. So it's called Barbie Baby.
Okay. Very
Just
nice.
on that one, I'd say I think we were trying to make it kind of a techno song, but without laptops.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's our yeah.
So, and we don't really know what we're doing here, do we?
No,
because we haven't done this acoustic. So,
But you have me very intrigued now.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Usually you see
You'll
you have
have
the
to-
keyboard and it's loud and there's drums and everybody's just
Don't do a
kinda
bass
going
solo.
crazy.
You'll have to come to
No,
the
don't
gig
give me a
if
bass
you want to
solo.
hear what it's normally like.
Yeah. Be sure to catch these guys live as soon as you can
Yeah,
to hear the
100%.
full band version.
Yeah.
okay.
I want you to tell me what to do, 'cause I'm just tired of being overused. I need a guy who'll make me all brand new. My heart's hungry, begging for some food. I'll be your Barbie, baby. You can dress me up, tell me what I your buttercup. I'll be your Barbie, baby. You can dress me up. Tell me what I wanna hear. I'll never get enough. You can teach me how to be enough. I'll be shining next to you. I'll be your buttercup.
Nice, guys. That one is very, very catchy.
Thank you.
I definitely want to hear the techno version.
Awesome.
Though.
Yeah, that's-
You have to come.
Yeah, just
100%.
To the next gig.
Oh, that sounded awesome.
Yeah, it's about kind of like the idea of wanting somebody else to complete you, whatever the cost. That's how I
Okay.
describe it.
Very nice. That was really good. Brilliant. So, actually, I meant to ask you before when you mentioned that you're releasing a single. Which one of your tracks is the single?
So we're actually not playing that tonight. We're teasing you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so if you want to hear that,
Serious blue balling.
you have to go over to Instagram,
Yeah.
follow these guys,
Exactly.
and then wait for the updates.
Yeah, the song we're going to be recording is a song called Chestnut Boy, which if people have been to our gigs, they will have heard. But we're saving that tonight. So,
Fair.
yeah, if you want to hear the real version, you'll have to tune into the Instagram and keep up with our updates.
Lovely, lovely. Brilliant, guys. So I think we have time for about 2 more songs.
Perfect.
So what are you going to play next for us?
So the next one, we're going to do a cover.
Okay.
A song we love called Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton.
Lovely. Chris is
I
the man.
remember, again, me and Joycey playing this maybe at the same house party. So I've been singing this for a long time. We played it together before we were ever in a band together. And it's just a great tune.
Nice, yeah. And Chris Stapleton as well. He's like got a little bit of that soul and
Yes.
Motown influence
Yeah.
on top of the country. So
That's
yeah.
what I love about him. He's like such a bluesman. Like he's one of those guys who like mixes country and blues, you know, so well together.
Yeah.
When like really they come from the same root anyway. So,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
And he does it in like an interesting way as
Yeah,
well, which is nice.
exactly.
Brilliant, guys. All right, can't wait to hear it. Let's take it away.
Used to spend my nights out in the bar room. Liquor was the only love I've known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottle and brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. I've looked for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of a bottle's always dry. But when you poured out your heart, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. Yeah, you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey.
Awesome, guys. That sounded fantastic. That's it. So are any of you guys into country also? Or is that just like...
Me, yes.
Yeah? Very
Yes.
nice.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, you listen to it, don't you?
Huh?
You listen to it.
I have a kind of a strange relationship with country, like, and I love some of it, and I hate everything
Yeah.
that I don't like.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of people though with country, you know?
Like, yeah, there's a lot of crap.
Yeah, there is.
You
yeah.
know what grinds my gears a little bit though, and I have to go off about this a second. It's like, you know,
Go
when
for it.
people say, I like every genre except country, and you're like,
Mhm.
but do you like Johnny Cash? Do you like Dolly Parton?
Yeah, exactly.
Then you like
yeah.
country. You know, like you're just thinking of Garth
Yeah.
Brooks. Like, no offense.
Yeah, yeah.
I like
Just
Garth Brooks
listening,
too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who I don't like.
Nathan Carter.
No,
Okay.
Irish country and western musicians. That's
That's
what I don't
Nathan
like.
Carter.
Oh, is he Irish? Is he? Oh well, then yeah, I don't like him.
The Irish country western.
Oh, I thought he was one of
musician.
them American guys.
I thought he was a Backstreet Boy. I'm confused. But yeah.
You're
I
about
do-
30 years late there,
Yeah.
Dan. Sorry.
That's
Nick
definitely
Carter was in.
See,
That's who it was.
Okay, yeah, okay, fair enough.
Ah,
I'll
showing
allow
my
it.
age, so embarrassing.
Busted, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, you're right. It's the Backstreet Boys, yeah.
Okay.
Was he
Yeah.
in Backstreet Boys? Okay.
Anyway, moving on.
It's probably very similar. You know? I'm gonna assume. Brilliant, guys. So before we play your last song, just remind me again of the Instagram handle. It's Lucy June Band.
Lucy
is it?
June Band, exactly. No spaces, no dashes, no nothing.
Brilliant, yeah.
You'll get us there.
So if you've liked what you've heard today, make sure you go and follow them on Instagram. As they said, they're going to be releasing a single soon. For one, I'm very excited to hear it. And the beautiful Felipe, who's currently on the desk downstairs, is also the drummer as well. So be sure to go and check it out. Okay, so what is the last song you guys are going to play for us?
The last song is called In Betweener. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for having us. It's been really fun.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, so we'll play them out. You asked me to dinner so many times, but I was a beginner and always right. We'd wander around little and you'd squeeze my thigh. By blood or by finger, you get me high. And looking back, I see you're an in-betweener like me. We fit in a little too well, and from the outside, it's hard to tell. Sure, you'll agree. You're an in-betweener like me. We fit in a little too well, and it's hard to tell. Love wasn't a winner inside my mind, but you handled a sinner and made me kind. Now I look in the mirror and play a smile, try not to be bitter looking back, I see you're an in-betweener like me. We fit in a little too well, and from the outside it's hard to tell. Sure you'll agree, you're an in-betweener like me. We fit in a little too well, and it's hard to tell. Looking back, I see you're an in-betweener like me. We fit in a little too well, and from the outside it's hard to tell. Sure you'll agree, you're an in-betweener like me. We fit in a little too well. Looking back, I see you're an in-betweener like me. We fit in a little too well, and from the outside it's hard to tell. Sure you'll agree, you're an in-betweener like me. We fit in a little too well, and it's hard to tell.
Beautiful, guys.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for playing.
Thanks for having
I
us.
can't wait to hear the single. And guys, if you're watching at home, make sure to check them out on Instagram so you can keep up to date with Lucy June. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Brilliant, guys. So we are going to take a short little break now. And in about 15 minutes or so, my co-host Felipe will be up here and we're going to have Cur Dogs on next. So make sure to stay tuned. All right, we'll catch you in a bit.
Thanks.
Welcome back. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? We're not too serious here. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for coming back. This is live in studio, of course, and you have just seen Lucy June, minus their phenomenally handsome drummer, as they say, who is me, Felipe. Good day to you. I am going to be doing a little bit of an interview here right now with these two lovely gentlemen. We have in front of me the Cur Dogs. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Sweet. So why don't you first of all start by introducing yourselves to the crowd? How about that?
My name's Martin, and that's my brother Adam. We're from County Laois.
Martin and Adam.
Yeah, we go to college in NUIG, and sure, love playing music.
Yeah, man. And I've seen you, like, when I first saw you guys live, I think the first time I saw you live was the 055, I think it was. Or was it Oris the Gale?
Yeah.
It was Oris the Gale, yeah. Absolutely fell in love with your duo, man. Like, it felt really good. Like, it felt honest. Is what I caught from it, yeah, and it's such beautiful stuff. And then when I found out like just what age you guys were, what kind of bracket you were in, I was like, God damn.
Yeah, well, we've been playing for probably 6, 7, I don't even know, 8 years together.
Yeah, a long time.
8 years together, man. Yeah,
maybe probably 7 years. 8 seems like a long time.
During COVID, we kind of started practicing every day, like maybe 2 hours a day.
Yeah, at least 2 hours a day.
That was like where we kind of really started to take it serious.
And do you find like you guys motivate each other as well, kind of thing?
Yeah, well, I don't know, I think we have a connection, like any brothers in a band.
Yeah?
There's always a connection there. And people will say it to us as well, but also if I was out there playing music like where we practice on my own, he would come out, or vice versa. Like we wouldn't be playing without the other person.
Yeah.
So we've always been playing together, really.
Nice, awesome. Well, why don't we give the guys a listen to what you guys have been doing then?
Yeah. So this is a song I wrote. I could not tell you what it's about, but I wrote it. Must be about 2 months ago now. It's called Across the Sea. Fear would fly out from your eye every time you felt a shiver across the sea is where you wanna be for a different life, to pastures greener. Oh, 'cause you're always there for me when I need you. And if only you could see how I need you. And I don't want you to go away. And I don't want you to go. I didn't sell my soul, yeah. Could I ever find? You gotta keep me whole, yeah. Oh, 'cause you're always there for me when I need you. And if only you could see how I need you. And I don't want you to go away. want you to go. Oh, 'cause you're always there for me when I need you. And if only you could see how I need you. And I don't want you to go away. And I don't want you to go away. And I don't want you to go away. And I don't want you to go. And I don't want you to go away. And I don't want you to go. Thank you.
Very nice. And that was, you say that was cooked up from something that was, you didn't quite know what the song was about, but it is.
Maybe I do know what it's about, but
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
I do, and I don't know what it's about.
Fair enough, Ski. Yeah, no, I absolutely love it. Leave it to whoever's listening to make the interpretation.
Yeah, and it can mean a lot. Like when I'm writing songs, like half the song, and it's also a bad thing and a good thing. Like I could do one verse that's about one thing, and then another verse that's about another thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like sometimes the songs aren't just one thing about one thing, and like it's really just about how I'm feeling at that moment.
Yes, yeah. Good. And would you be the main songwriter in this duo, is it? Or?
Yeah, most of the songs I would write, especially lyrics, but like we're going to play a few songs there that he has wrote the riff, or he's wrote the chord progression, and like I think lyrics come easier to me and like not as easy for him, but he can write like good riffs and stuff as well.
Good. And when you're taking part in the process of helping and writing, how does that work? How do you feel that coming through? Is it? I'm sure you picked it up fairly naturally with each other.
It's just we've a lot of the same influences. So like I think we hear a lot of the same stuff. Like say if we're writing a song, like certain chords sound like remind us of certain bands, and like I think it's the same bands nearly all the time that we're thinking of, and that just kind of that gets played then by the fingers.
Yeah,
and, like, it's kind of I don't know. It all goes back to who we listen to. Like, it's just
Would you
all-
have many? You say you have shared influences then? Anybody on the top of the list, or
Well, everything I listen to, he just copies me.
is it?
he was
You
always
disagree?
gonna say that.
Well, for influences, everything. Like,
Yeah.
but
We go through phases. Like for a while ago, like we went through a big Oasis phase.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and we're kind of gone out of that. We're entering the post grunge phase now.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think so. Anyway.
well, I'll always be a grunge head. Like,
Is it?
yeah, it's the best music ever. Like I think for ages, like when we were 16 or that, it was blues music.
Yes.
And then once I found grunge, like 90s in my opinion is the best time for music ever. That's just how I just think it is. Like Chris Cornell, like Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, and after that as well, like Oasis are unbelievable as well. But all that stuff, 90s is where it's at for me.
I was even going to say their songwriting style is very Pearl Jam as well. Like I know that they have a ton of different themes in one song. They all kind of center around one theme eventually kind of way, but it's all different stories and all different ways of telling it. And even while you were singing too, I heard a lot of that kind of energy, that power coming from that kind of era too. It's pretty nice.
Thanks,
Yeah.
and like Eddie Vedder, Chris Cornell,
Amazing.
all
Amazing humans, yeah.
And outside of music as well. they're just brilliant people. Well, Chris Cornell, obviously he's not alive anymore, but Eddie Vedder is an unbelievable person as well. Like,
yeah, it's a shame what happened to them versus Ticketmaster, though. That's a controversy for another time, I suppose.
Like, that's they're still. I don't know if this even work with Ticketmaster now anymore. They probably don't. Like,
no. Well, they're the ones that cut ties, but and fair enough to them as well. Sure. Like, to be costing. Oh God, like I said, it's a very different conversation. I think. Yeah.
I don't know that much about that now.
No.
But, I know of the feud they had, but I don't know not that many details about it.
Well, I'll put it this way. Only recently, Ticketmaster have been put up for a lawsuit against a monopoly because they're being assumed to be a monopoly now at this stage, and they have to be stopped.
Yeah. It's not the price of concerts. It should be available to people that don't have 150 euros for anything.
Well, like most of that was Eddie's thing. Is like our fan base don't have 500 quid to pay for to see us on a venue. These aren't the people that we want to not really want to play for, but like we should be playing for these people as well. Like, and that's where I loved it from him. Like, he was thinking of the fans in that case, purely about the fans in that case.
The opposite of Madonna.
The likes of as well. Yeah. You have a couple more songs anyway. Do you want to do a couple back to back for us?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We're going to do actually a cover song now.
Yes, yeah.
It's by Alice in Chains. It's called Nutshell.
Nutshell, sweet. Yeah.
Chase Miss Pretty Lies. Me face the part of time. Yet I fight this battle all alone. No one to cry to, no place to go home. I find repeating in my head. If I can't be my own, I'd feel better dead.
thanks.
Lovely.
Bit of a botched ending, but sure, look.
No, you're great. Not on that. I was thinking this is not the first time I've heard that. I think this isn't the first time that I heard that song here. And I absolutely love hearing it. It's one of the great choices to make. Yeah, man. I loved it.
It's a great song. It's a bit sad, but...
Hey, look at... if you feel it, you feel it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah. Like you said, you write about what you feel at the time. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so we'll play another one so for you. This one's called Shackles and Chains. If you could dream your life away, would you break free from these shackles and chains? Or would you leave me today? Or set fire to all you know? If I could be all you wanted, oh, then I'd be nothing, baby, except some imprint of you. And as the waves keep crashing, would you find shelter or solace in pain? Now the things are changing, I got how you been? Now the things are changing, how you spinning? Now the things are changing, I gotta know how you did it. Now the things are changing, baby, tell me how. Now it's time, stand still. Feet won't move when you've got somewhere to go. And as the waves keep on crashing, would you find shelter in all I have? Yeah. Now the things are changing, I wanna know how you did it. Now the things are changing, I gotta know how you spin it. Now the things are changing, I wanna know how you did it. Now the things are changing, baby, tell me how. Tell me how, yeah, 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 yeah.
Nice. Flabbergasted at that power, man. That's good. I love it. What's the song called again?
Shackles and Chains.
Shackles and Chains. Yes, man. Yes, absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Sorry, you were saying?
I don't know what that one's about.
Well, Shackles and Chains. How about that?
Yeah, it's about something.
Yes. Again, absolutely gorgeous, and it's strange how pure and visceral the voicing is. Actually, you've gotten it very good.
Thanks.
When I first met you guys as well, there was a difference. I think you were both playing acoustic guitar, weren't you?
We were same as now, but one electric, one acoustic.
It was one electric and one acoustic. I must have changed that in my head there, but like it's just working so very well at the moment. Like there's this real kind of like edginess, power coming from yourself, and that acoustic guitar played powerfully, it can, fair enough, not really distort, but really let itself out.
I love powerful, even when it distorts a bit, acoustic guitar. Like I think, especially if you're playing acoustic guitar powerfully, fast strumming, like the raw just emotion that can be got from that is like you can't match it with an electric. Like maybe you can in solo and on electrics, but if you like, you can't do that like just raw like power like that on electric guitar. Like you can do heavy riffs, but it's not the same. And I love heavy riffs as well.
Yes. Nice. Yeah. And the solos, you say that you write yourself, isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all improvised, but I have areas where I go to at certain parts of the songs.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you follow the chord progression anyway, so then you have that little starting off point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you do a lot of improv then, even live?
Yeah, all of it.
Is it?
Yeah, it's all improv, really.
Nice one. Well, this would be an issue then if you ever record, because then suddenly it's there. Do you consider yourselves then a kind of a jam band in that kind of scenario, in that kind of sense?
Sometimes, like we recently just started playing. Well, not recently, but like probably a few months ago now. A drummer in Leash. Well, when we're playing live with him, sometimes we do just 6-7 minute jams.
Yes.
If we run out of songs or something like that.
Or even in the middle, a solo that just can extend forever kind of way.
And if the crowd isn't getting too angry at us.
I'm sure they love it.
I hope they do.
It's strange as well. Well, I'm sorry again that we couldn't have a drummer on. Like, one of the reasons that I stayed downstairs is not just because we needed somebody else to run sound. It's difficult to fit drummers in here. So again, I'm sorry about that.
Fine,
But you're going to be playing again soon, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you're going to have a drummer then?
Yes, that's for the Battle of the Bands.
Yes, the Battle of the Bands. Yeah, so that's actually coming up soon enough as well. Are you guys playing in the first show, is it?
The first show, yeah.
Yes, sweet. So that's going to be on the 8th of February in the old 5-5. With the 30th now, so it's basically next week, isn't it? So next Wednesday.
Jeez, we may start for accent.
Yeah. You're up against a few that night as well. As Nightshade's going to be playing. I think Summer Main are playing as well. And Undercover Martians.
Oh yeah, sure, they're the best of the best.
Yeah, man. Like, Galway has to offer, like, I cannot believe the talent that have actually agreed to. Yeah. We're going to be releasing, by the way, that's organised by Fused Iron as well, and we're going to be releasing posters for that from this show onwards. This show, this live in studio, was basically a kind of a special to kind of lure you into that little bit of an announcement. But yeah, and I'm so glad to have you guys here as well, because you're going to be performing for it. Like, I can't wait.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
I really, really did want you guys from the minute we began. Like, from the minute I heard you first.
It was love at first sight.
Yeah, man. 100%. Do you want to go for another one?
Yeah, we can do another one. Yeah, this song is called Hope.
do it, I'll do it too. Let's try to find a way. True it into my arms that night. I didn't know what to say. I knew it by the look in your eyes that night. I never say enough, 'cause the words I feel could never be found, but only I know the way I feel. Sometimes it's like I'm spinning around, around. My brain so low in the atmosphere. Time's moving slow. Oh, it's pain, yeah. It's pain itself I feel. Running in circles and I don't know where to go. Oh, yeah, well, the one you want to be part of, the waves can't stop, the tears won't stop. Oh yeah, well, the one you want to be part of, the waves can't stop, the tears won't stop. Oh yeah, yeah, so do it, and I'll do it too. Let's try to find.
Yay. Love it. Absolutely love it. They're so... I can't keep on going on about it because every time you play it, I just feel that honesty coming from you guys. And it's so raw. I absolutely love what you're playing.
Oh, thanks.
I adore it.
It's we're able to sound like that because it's raw about something how I feel like.
Yes, no, absolutely. Yeah,
that's-
as you say, yeah.
Like songwriting, from what I've listened to, I think there's two areas or two ways you can songwrite. You can
Yep.
songwrite about how you feel in that moment and write lyrics based on that, and also you can write about like stories, like
Yeah.
a story you make up or a story you've heard. And I can't. I'm bad at doing that. Like I only write about like how I feel. I know some people that do the opposite, but when you can do both, I think then that's when
you become Foo Fighters.
Yeah, Foo Fighters, man, they're classic.
Absolutely, yeah. Dave Grohl is one of the just top. People complain that Dave Grohl isn't a great drummer and that Dave Grohl isn't a great guitarist, and he's good at both. He's great at both. But what he is a perfect songwriter. There's nothing else like you can't deny that.
Yeah, well, you don't have Nirvana with Dave Grohl.
No, that's it. Yeah.
Well, you don't have Nirvana. Well, I need them really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, actually, yeah. They're the kind of band that kind of like melded together, and like something beautiful was kind of congealed between them.
Yeah. Well, they were destined to be like they're. It's like they were just like whatever higher power just molded them, and they're meant to be like in a band together.
Yeah, I fully trust that as well. What was that last song called?
That was called Hope.
Hope, so it was, yes. Can anybody who's listening in right now, are they able to find you, or will they be able to find those songs?
Well, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Galway,
yeah. Laois, if you know where we live.
Would you be out gigging in Laois as well, would you?
We would. We'd be playing a lot of cover gigs in Laois.
Yes, yeah.
Which is good, like, for earning a bit of money.
Yes.
But in Galway, that's why I love playing originals. Like, that's what my focus is on.
Galway really does foster a community for original playing, I think. Like, when you do have places like, especially when I think about how much Mossy loves hearing bands and loves to actually support the community, the Old 5-5 is fantastic for it.
I was in there last week and we were organising the gig for ourselves in March there, so
yes, beautiful as well.
Thanks to Mossy for giving us a chance.
Yeah, no, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's good for it. Yeah. And then you have all of the other venues around Galway. Just all of them are just phenomenal. Yeah. Like, there's definitely more than one.
Oris, sure.
Oris, I love going there. It's just it feels like a community whenever I go, and that's my own thing though. Like if I go to maybe somewhere the likes of Sally Long's, I kind of feel like I'm a member in a crowd. But with Oris, like it's family values.
I've seen someone said it's or they call Oris the Church of Nose Piercings.
We're getting applause from downstairs.
It's not mine, so I seen it somewhere, but that's fairly accurate, I think.
Fair. It's quite good, yeah. So Instagram Cur Dogs. Just the spelling on that again. Sorry.
CUR and then
dogs.
If you know how to spell dogs.
I hope you know how to spell dogs. I'm not going to say you do.
It's not the WGS.
Oh no, it's not. Oh, okay, cool. It's the actual K9.
Yeah, well, Spotify, we have a song there.
Yeah, you have a few tunes up on Spotify too, yeah?
And SoundCloud as well.
Lovely.
Yeah, so that's it.
Awesome, yeah, sweet. Do you have another couple of songs for you? I think we're just running out of time as far as I know. Okay, so maybe do you have a couple more?
Yeah, we can do one more.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's called Electric Soul.
Fantastic.
Am I waiting for the moment, or am I just too naive? Did I think it would be easy to fall right at my feet? Your feelings caught me like an hour for once again. I couldn't believe someone other than my bones would electrify the air I breathe. You electrify my soul. You electrify my soul. You electrify my soul. I'm trapped here, left alone with nothing but my shaking soul. So hold me to engulf me. I do everything I'm told. Yeah, you electrify my soul. You electrify my soul. You electrify my soul. I've seen your eyes and countless people who have come before me, but until now I didn't have the courage to say how I feel. But I'll say it now, yeah. You electrify my soul. You electrify my soul. You electrify my soul. You electrify my soul. You electrify my soul.
Thank you.
No problem, thank you. You can really feel the need for a drummer in that one, man.
Yeah, well, we played that one with our drummer.
Yes, yeah.
So we'll be playing that for you at the Battle of the Bands.
Nice, awesome, good. Can't wait to hear it. How the drummer's in Leash as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's their name?
His name's Jake.
Jake. Sweet, nice one.
He's
And you,
a-
how long have you been playing with him now?
It must be. It's
Or maybe 5 months.
4 or 5 months.
Reasons enough addition.
Yeah. But he's very good.
Have you played any gigs with him yet?
Yeah,
Or-
in
yes.
Leash, like.
In Leash, 'cause you're
and not many original gigs.
No.
So this will be first, but
Nice.
I have faith that we'll win.
Yes. I can't wait. Oh yeah. So that's going to be the next gig that you guys are playing anyway. Is next Wednesday.
Next win in Galway.
Yeah, next Wednesday. Next gig in Galway.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
have another one in between.
Yes, this weekend we've a gig in Leash.
Sweet. That's
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah.
You guys are in college too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Both of it in UNG.
Yeah, well that's besides the point. It's about the music, yeah.
True. Good. Sweet. So we do have time for one more song,
Okay.
and then we shall peace out from
Okay.
this. But thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having
I'm
us, Felipe.
really happy. Like I said, we've been trying to make this work for a year now. I think there's a year's worth of texts going back and forth. So
Well,
I'm so glad to finally have you
I'm
on.
glad we do it as well. It feels like we're going to record like the next hit album now.
Yeah.
Here, like,
Awesome. Yeah. Well, let us know. That's what the studio's for.
yeah. We have to get the songs done first.
See-
This
so-
song is called Open Eyes.
You open my eyes to a world outside my door. You open my eyes to a world I'd never seen before. Oh yeah. Please don't say that you love me anymore.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for playing us out there. Just one last time. Cur Dogs on Instagram, Cur Dogs on Facebook, Cur Dogs on SoundCloud, and Cur Dogs on Spotify. Look them up. They're absolutely phenomenal. If you can make it to any of the gigs, absolutely do. And stay tuned on to Fused Ion, to Facebook and Instagram for more information on the Battle of the Bands. Like I said, these guys will be playing next Wednesday, with some of the best bands that Galway has to offer at the moment. All originals, all the time. Love it. So yeah, I think with that,
thanks. It was great.
Yeah.
Great to play here.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And if you come to one of our gigs and you have proof that you watched this, I will buy you a drink all night. Doesn't include my housemates. So.
Yeah. Not your housemates. Okay, everybody put the housemates. Awesome. Thank you so much. Well, in that case, toodaloo, toodle pip. Have a great one, and see you all around. Bye now.